Hey guys, it's Jake Huber, Ada, Ohio again. We're in the fourth part of the Ten Commandments series. Again, I'm pulling a lot of this information from Andy Stanley, the Sinai Code from North Point Community Church, Alpharetta, Georgia. Look it up on iTunes. The Sinai Code, great podcast, great stuff. Go check it out. We're going to be taking the fifth commandment, which is kind of rough for us. In all honesty, for teens, it's really not that hard, but it really is. Check this out. God says, I want you to have a Sabbath day. Now, to the Israelites, okay, he said, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. In fact, I want you to do nothing for 24 hours. For 24 hours, I don't want you to do a thing. What's that look like, okay? Remember, the Israelites were nomads, which means they left places. They went from place to place to place to place, and they shot, their tents all over the place. And as they went from place to place to place, they're in the desert, and there's no crops, there's no way to grow crops. Occasionally you'll find an oasis, a spring in the middle of that you can get water. But the Israelites started complaining. And so God says, look, I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to provide for you. And so he gives them manna. And so every morning they wake up and they find this flaky stuff on the ground, and somebody's just hungry enough because they've been wandering. Millions of people have been wandering for years and years. Somebody's just hungry enough, hey, I'm going to try and eat this stuff. And they find out that it's manna. It's something that they can eat. It's divine. God gave it to them. And every morning God said, listen, here's some rules. Remember, you're mine. I care about you, so I'm going to give you these rules. First off, don't get any more manna than you need for the day. Get your manna in the morning, be done with it at night. And people would try to, kind of shirk on this rule. And what happened to it? When they tried to get more manna, the next morning when they woke up, it had rotted and it had worms in it. All right? They're hungry, but they're not that hungry. And the next morning, sure enough, there'd be more manna. So for years, these Israelites have been fed on manna from heaven, this white stuff that's on the ground, this flaky substance that looks like bread that's on the ground. And so God had been leading and feeding his people this way, manna from heaven. And he said, look, I'm going to tell you, I want you to take a whole day off. And for the Israelites, this was astounding. This was huge. Understand, if they didn't work, they didn't eat. And if they don't eat, they die. You literally could have serious, serious, serious problems from not working a whole day. And God said, look, I want you to remember the Sabbath day and to keep it holy. Here's why. In 6 days, I made the heavens and the earth and everything in it. That includes, Moses was thinking, us. God saying, yeah. And our animals, yeah. In fact, he put this so high in his order of severity of these rules and the seriousness of them, that he says, look, I don't want you to work for 24 hours. I don't want your wife to work. I don't want your manservant, your maidservant. I don't even want your animals working. Don't even put an ox to the plow. No alien. Anybody who comes into your city gates. No alien. I don't want anybody working for 24 hours. Now remember, with these people, they worked. They were in a 24/7 community. It's kind of the same today, isn't it? As teenagers, you got homework, and then you got school, and then after school, you got to go to work because you got to make car payments or you got to make insurance payments. Some of us are lucky enough we don't have to do that, so we play sports and we become the super jock. But because we play sports, then we have to work out and we have to take whey protein or whatever the heck they're taking nowadays. And then, you got your relationships. You got that. Now, and then you got friends you got to go hang out with. And then, of course, you got that project you've been putting on for 4 months. It's due tomorrow. So you got to do that. And so church takes, a back seat, and you guys don't go to church for a day. And look, the Sabbath day, just so you guys know, according to the Jewish calendar, the Sabbath day is not Sunday. It's not Sunday. It's Saturday. Saturday is the Sabbath day because Sunday is the first day of the week, not the last day of the week. That's the importance of church to these people. So God says, look, here's what we're going to do. On Friday, I'm going to give you enough manna to provide for Friday and Saturday. But you're going to have to trust me. Friday and Saturday. And I don't want you to work. No commerce, no nothing. These people were in a day-to-day, dog-eat-dog world just like they were today. Look in the book of Ecclesiastes, you'll find something that says there's nothing new under the sun. Yes, it's very true. They were in a dog-eat-dog world. In fact, they tried to get around this rule because in the Bible it says no alien, don't want anybody to work, no commerce within the city gates. So you would see people trying to set up commerce or business outside of the city gates and having other people work for them. So they break the rules. But God's saying, this is why God, hold on. This is why I don't want you to work. I don't want you to do anything for 24 hours. Here's why. I want you to trust me. Trust me. That's why I'm here. I'm going to provide for you 7 days worth of progress for 6 days worth of work. But you have to trust me. Remember this one when you get older. You have to find a Sabbath day somewhere. Here's how this translates today. You need to find 24 hours within your week. 24 hours somewhere that you have a day off. That you're done. That you don't work out for track. That you don't go and hang out with your buddies. You have a 24-hour day off, and I would suggest reading your Bible somewhere in there. Maybe a short prayer, God's neat, let's eat. 24 hours you spend doing nothing because you know God's got you. That's the whole deal. God has got you. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Until next time, Jake Huber, Ada, Ohio. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.